Hello there, I'm Stuart Webb, also known as Inflatable Dalek on various websites. I run the Solar Pool blog, where I've been looking at every issue of Transformers Marvel UK in turn, an utterly insane project that will take me years to complete. And I am doing this YouTube video today to talk about auto assembly, and I'm doing it for two reasons. One, a lot of other people who are going this year have recorded little videos talking about what they think, what they're expecting, and what other people who are going for the first time could expect. And two, I think I've worked out how to upload YouTube videos on my tablet, and I just want to experiment with that, see how it goes. I should say this isn't a very professional video. I'm not very technically minded, I'm just recording it on my tablet, propped up on a load of books. I can't even see the image as I'm recording it, so I don't know how well I'm going to be framed throughout all of this. So if you're a real stickler for professionally made videos, if you're an audiophile, best not to watch this. It's not going to be very good. It's probably going to be slightly embarrassing to me, but I'm going to carry on like a man with no real idea what he's doing. So let's see how that goes. But for me, auto assembly started exactly 10 years ago, which is another part of the reason for me recording this video, because it was in 2003, August the 2nd, so a year ago, 10 years ago yesterday, as I'm recording this, that I went to a little hotel off Birmingham New Street, met people like Simon Furman for the first time, people who have been so influential on my childhood, on my learning to read as a kid, effectively people who were responsible for my literacy, which was extraordinarily exciting. And even now, going to a convention, seeing Simon Furman, Andrew Wildman, Jeff Senior, Jeff Anderson, people like that, whatever the merits of some of their later work in more recent comics, that impact they had on me as a child is still very important to me and makes it very exciting to attend these events. But 2003, I had no idea I'd still be going to these things 10 years later. Didn't even imagine they'd still be going 10 years later. That's 10 conventions. For those of you doing the maths, it's only 10 rather than 11 because they didn't have one in 2007. And as a point of comparison, I've dug out from my drawer the 2003 attendee card. It's also a picture of Optimus Prime, and that's the one from last year, 2012. And as you can see, they've really evolved over that time, because in 2012 you can hang it round your neck, the sort of thing you could only dream about in 2003. Those more simple, more innocent times in which we lived back then. Also, I've dug out the 2003 copy of a convention fanzine, issue 5 of the Cybertron Times, and there's the 2012 version, which again, it's twice as large, full colour, all comic content. Just shows how far things have come in the last 10 years in terms of presentation. And I'm sure there'll be something similar for 2013. But one of the other things I'd like to talk about as well is some of the more personal stuff that I've picked up over the years. Not the sort of things you be able to pick up anywhere else. I mean, I bought lots of toys and books and DVDs and the like. But this is just a small sample of the sort of more one-off style things. I suppose the most individual, in fact, there is only one of this. It's something I picked up at either 2003 or 2004, so I can't quite remember which. So it's some of my very earliest things I collected, and that is a page of art. Ooh. Ooh. I said it wasn't going to be very professional. From Space Pirates, a very important story in the UK comic for me because it was my first. So having that is very special to me. That comic changed my life really in terms of encouraging me to read for the first time, something I never really engaged with as a child. So that's a very dear collectible. And it was also fun, more slight stuff, but entertaining. Artist Chris Carter was selling this last year, a print of Swerve's Bar for the More Than Meets the Eye comic. Real nice, fun little thing. He usually does prints every year, as do many of the other artists, so they're well worth checking out. Because they're basically stuff you'll only get at that convention. It's kind of cool. Yes, I said cool. Because I'm an idiot, either way I talk. Something else that's fun and fairly individual, in that I don't think he'll make many copies of this to sell, is the script to Chaos Theory by James Roberts. The highlight of the ongoing comic IDW did by a considerable margin. And he was selling this last year, and it's got not just the scripts for the 2 issues, but sales pitch and early drafts, and it is just incredibly densely written in terms of stage directions. There is so much detail in there for the artist Alex Milne to work from. Of course, you'd expect anything written by James Roberts to be dense if you're following the comics, but there's just so much extra stuff in there. Including if you want to find out how you should hold guns if you're a policeman. Could be useful information. And as a point of comparison there, I have here Mike Costa's scripts to one of the ongoing issues. Yep, as you can see, much more sparsely written. Yes, Mike Costa jokes. Easy, cheap, but far more entertaining than any of the comics he ever wrote. So that's just a few of the things I've picked up over the years, along with limited edition comic covers and various signatures and sketches by people like Guido Guidi and Nick Roach, but just sort of wonderful, more personal things as well. And on the convention as a whole, it's just always fantastic fun every year. Never had a bad one. Always the guests are so enthusiastic, because for them, normally they're fairly anonymous people. Even the big name voice actors don't get mobbed when they walk down the street. So for them, it's a chance to get treated like a rock star for a weekend. So they're not jaded or bored. They're just having just as much fun as you will, hopefully. Just huge enthusiasm, both from people running it, for guests, and people going. It's very, it's just like one big long party, really. And it's always nice to meet people from the forums that you only really get to meet once a year, like people like Clogs, who was always working behind the desk. Optimus Skeets is a really nice guy as well. All people like that, as well as some more well-known ones like Chris McFeely. All nice guys. And there's another point, just to finish off, as I think my battery on my tablet's going based on that noise, is this is the schedule from 2003, which just shows how far it's come in 10 years. Started at 10:45, finished at 6 o'clock. Just over 7 hours. That's compared to basically 4 days now. Because I'm doing stuff on Thursday as well this year, the Secret Santa swap on the Thursday evening. So that's effectively a holiday. A full holiday for me, because I'm there from the Friday to the Monday. Monday because last year I had trouble getting back home on the Sunday, thanks to the amazing British Rail network. So it's a full schedule, huge fun. Still feels like a small fan-run convention rather than a big event because of the enthusiasm. Simon and his team, they're still having such a great time. It makes it feel smaller and more friendly than it actually is. So I hope people watching this, who've made it this far through this meandering mumbles, if you see me about at the convention, come and say hello. Tell me off for making a slightly shoddy video. And if you read the blog, you can talk to me about that. If you really love Second Generation, you can have a go at me for slagging it off in the last few weeks. So I hope to see many people there. I hope to have a great time. And I hope everyone going has a great time as well, whether you're just an attendee like me, or you're one of the organisers, or a dealer, or even a guest. Everybody's going to have a great time. So see you on next weekend.